Hello everyone, this is the Nameless One, and today we will be doing Creator Roundup Artists 2. Before we get started, I would like to remind everybody, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, ring the notification button, comment if you enjoyed the video, all that good stuff, and more about how to support at the end of the podcast. To get started, gonna go ahead and... So the way this works is I'm going to have you guys introduce yourself, what you do, all that good stuff, and then I'll decide the icebreaker in a minute. I had one planned, and then I tried to take a nap earlier. So it's a bit gone.
I did take a nap earlier.
I wish I did.
Naps are good.
But I couldn't, because right when I got home, I had to get...
Sunny, I'm going to make you do it first. Who you are, what you do, and why are there bricks on your head?
There's bricks on my head. Wait.
Wait, what?
I didn't even realize that. I'm Sunny Zoomies. I like to think of myself as a jack of all trades, but I mainly do artwork. I draw and I stream. I'm kind of a small creator, so that's pretty much me. What's up, guys?
Okay.
Nice, Sunny.
Okay, Moon, you don't gotta make it sound like an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting.
Hi, Muni.
Hi, Muni.
Hi guys, I'm Unicorn. I go by Muni. I'm an artist, I'm a musician, I'm a streamer, programmer, pretty much anything you can name. I am a unicorn. What else am I supposed to say?
Why the milkshake? I'm just
a milkshake.
Are you bringing the boys to the yard?
Oh, you know it, baby.
Are you saying that it's better than yours?
Absolutely.
Damn right, it's better.
You know it. Yeah. No, I just really like milkshakes. You know, it's kind of my staple. It's my thing. I always have one.
Equestria Exploration. What do you want me to call you for the podcast? Because that is a mouthful.
How rude.
I've been called EE or Explorer. I was...
Works for me.
It's fine.
Introduce who you are, what you do.
Well, I guess technically the artist, voice actor, animator, video maker. I basically do whatever I feel like doing at the time, and yeah, I'm not sure what else to say.
I like your voice.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm a sucker
Got that
for
English
accents.
charm.
Gnashie.
Hello, I'm Gnashie. I'm still a relatively small creator myself. I stream, and I mostly just try and hone my art. I take commissions, but right now I'm actually preparing for Everfree Northwest because I actually got my first vending gig.
Yeah.
I hope we're neighbors.
So,
Let's go.
Are you gonna be there too?
We'll get
Really?
to me in a second.
My bestie's also vendoring.
Yeah.
Yes.
If her icebreaker, Gnashie, how short is your little pony?
How short is my little pony?
Yes.
She's about average pony size.
Okie doke.
Purple. I've seen her.
Little baby.
Did you just say purple?
No. I don't know what you're hearing. Your ears must not be
Purple.
working.
Anyways, Sophia.
Hi, I'm Sophia. I'm a writer, singer, voice actor, artist, and I'm a director of a few projects.
I knew you looked familiar. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. And Melee.
Leave me for last. I see. Whatever. Hi, I'm Melee. It has been 6 decades since my last confession.
Jeez, you're old.
Pretty sure you're not even that old, but okay. Continue.
I'm whatever age I want to be. It's 2024. Leave me alone. I do mainly art. I sometimes dabble in, trying to dabble into plush making and fursuit making, but mainly I just do digital art. And yes, I will be at Everfree Northwest. This is like my 4th year vending. And oh, that's right. Yeah, I do vending. I make cute stuff with the art I do.
Okay.
I'm gonna eat it all.
Please do.
Delicious.
You'll go home.
I love art. Yum yum yum.
Go home satisfied.
I don't know.
It'll
She
make me
makes
fuller than these.
she makes she makes enamel pins that might hurt to try and eat.
It's okay. I've swallowed like
That's not
screws
gonna
and
Well-
stuff.
stop me.
Exactly.
You're gonna be getting a lot of money from me. I'm a pin collector.
Oh my lamb.
I've like eaten like screws and like coins, so like it's not a big deal.
Wait,
What-
why?
Did it taste good? Were they?
It was delicious.
What flavor?
Maybe I should try 'em
Bronze,
sometime.
Nickel, silver. What? What?
They were just. I ate quarters. I ate pennies. I'm like a piggy bank.
She's a vending
If I stuck a
machine.
magnet to you, would it stick? Would it? Would like?
Maybe.
Who
Sorry,
would ask
go
that
ahead.
question?
Living.
No, I'm not sorry. This is what happens when you invite me here.
I knew what would happen when I invited you here. Anyways,
Love how we're blaming Nameless for Melee's behavior.
Everyone can blame Nameless for my behavior.
How dare you, Nameless?
anywho,
I thought you were happy to be with me.
are you talking to me or them?
Yes.
Okay. Anyways, let's go ahead and we'll get started. So, God damn it! There went the brain cell.
I broke it.
We're just going to start
Broken.
with some of the usual questions that I ask. Starting with, what does y'all's creative process look like when you get started doing art? And
I get high as fuck.
I guess we're starting with Melee.
I'm gonna tell. You're asking. I'm gonna tell. My creative process often has me taking it edible and just seeing where my mind takes me.
What did you say?
He's
Making
laughing
it
in the
edible?
background. He probably got.
Oh,
He's probably listening to your stream and he's laughing his ass off. Anyways, yeah, I don't. There's not really a process. It just see where it takes me, and if I deem it to turn it into something more, then what have you. Okay.
Why do I have bricks on my head in the stream?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I just now noticed that. That's not my correct character.
What is
bricks on her
happening
head?
right now?
I know Nameless has
bricks?
asked you at least twice why you have bricks on
You
your head.
didn't even know that. I
I need to go see because I'm just listening to y'all talk about bricks, and I'm like, what are they talking about?
This was like one of my old characters that I had, and I used like once.
Oh my
and they have
God, you-
bricks on their head. Why do they have bricks on their head? I'm so sorry. I just had to point that out because I'm watching the stream.
I think you got something on your head there. Looks like 2 quadrilateral looking objects just bonking you on the face there.
My God.
You should
Sorry.
fix that.
I just now noticed that.
That's
I
not
was
good.
so confused.
I was confused.
I was like, what bricks on my head? And then I look in the stream and I'm like, That's not. That's
Not me.
That's not me.
Imposter.
What the heck?
Back to the question. For me, I still feel like I'm a pretty young artist. I've only been drawing for this is probably like my second year drawing. So I'm still kind of trying to figure out my process, but usually somebody comes to me with a comm or I have an idea, and usually like other creative processes that I have, usually there's something I can visualize in my head first. And I'm still kind of trying to figure out some of the basics of art, so I have to experiment a lot with sketches and posing, depth, skeletons sometimes. And then I kind of do my line art and then fill things in, do some shading. But that's kind of the gist of my process so far. It's not too involved yet.
Makes sense.
For me, my creative process is I listen to music a lot. And so like I'll like get these like pictures in my brain and I'll just be like, I have to draw. So I draw a lot on my phone. I do a lot of drawing on my phone. And I literally just lay in my bed and I just start drawing.
Dang.
And I also start swearing up a storm.
Sounds like a very appropriate process. I carry an iPad
Exactly.
with me everywhere.
I like the idea of using music to generate ideas, because I used to do that a lot as a kid. I used to imagine characters and different scenarios that would fit with the music. And
It's
with
just really
Gnashie
inspiring.
recently,
It's just really inspiring.
oh yeah, definitely. I was gonna say, like, Gnashie recently introduced me to Epic the Musical, which is like,
Oh,
if anybody doesn't know, it's a musical version of Homer's
Epic?
Odyssey.
It's Homer's Odyssey as a musical.
Yeah,
I love
and
that.
I think it's super sick. And I don't know who inspired me to like put my characters in place of the characters of the musical, but I could start like visualizing different scenarios with my characters, and then I told Gnashie, I was like, "Oh my gosh, like I want to commission you for like one of these scenes or whatever, because I think it would be so cool to see
I
our
would love
characters
to
in
do
there."
that.
Yes, we're gonna have to
That'd
do
be
it.
so awesome.
Heck yeah.
I really want to get into like animating and stuff like that too, like animatics.
As a writer, I
Yeah.
can definitely relate with the musical inspiration.
Actually, one of the art pieces I submitted, there's a picture in the slideshow with a big monster in it. That is actually album art that I'm working on for a song that I wrote. So, as an artist in different facets, I kind of have this crazy workflow where I can write a song and then make album art out of the song, and it's really cool. I'd like to like make music. Sometimes I have a story first, and then music comes out of that, and then art comes out of that, and it's a lot of work, and I burn myself out very easily. But it's really cool. I definitely love the different creative processes that people can have like that.
Okay. EE, I'm make you go next.
Right. All right. In terms of process, honestly, I basically just tend to sketch out what I have in mind on the computer, of course, and then add vector line work over the top to try and get something that matches, and then adjust it a little if I think it can be improved after that. More recently, I've gotten into just creating posable vector body parts for different pony designs that can be moved about and shifted so I can do whatever without going through the process of creating it all over again. But sometimes that feels like a cheat. Sometimes it can be really helpful if I need to get something done quickly, as in the case of NATG, where I need to put a lot of effort into the background sometimes. yeah, is that okay?
That's fine.
Mhm.
Okay.
Gnashie.
All right. So my process is, I kind of just like throughout the day just get a lot of different ideas swirling around in my head for things to draw. Like I don't like without even like putting much thought to it. Like I'll just be doing something and then all of a sudden like an image just snaps into my head. Oh, I should draw this. And uh so like a lot of my drawings are kind of from the seat of my pants. Like I'll just start with the sketch and just see where it goes. Honestly, like the majority, like more of my work, or like most of my time comes actually from my line work because if anyone who's seen my process, like my process is a little strange. Like I don't even like do like a quote unquote like full sketch before I start lining. I'll just do like the bare minimum and then the lines come in.
Well, it works out.
No, because I do something similar.
Yeah.
I completely get it.
Like a good example is like with whenever I'm drawing like a face with like a face, like I won't even like sketch out the expression. I'll just have like the outline of like the muzzle, like where like the outermost lines are going to be, and then I just fill everything in with lines going from there.
Okay.
That's why I don't even have a sketch option in my commissions because I just don't really put in a full sketch.
I imagine that saves a lot of time. I think I sketch a little too much in the sketch phase before I add line art.
I like draw on two different things because I'm a traditional and a digital artist. So like I sketch it out on paper most of the times, and then I automatically start lining it.
Yeah.
I wish I could do traditional media, but I have tremors in my arms, so I'm literally stuck with digital because of stabilizers.
Stabilizers are good. They're your best
Yes.
friends.
Okay. Sophia.
I guess my process is that whenever I get like an idea, I just draw it. Or if I have like work for like a commission, or mostly I do like audio drama artwork. I look at like the scene that I need to draw and just try to get like a picture of like, okay, how many frames do I want to do? What is what is important keys that need to be part of. But normally when I just do my own artwork just for fun, I ask my friends for ideas because we have a lot of campaigns that we do. So I like go, hey, is there anything you want me to draw for our campaign? And that's usually where I get a lot of my inspiration from, is from our campaign.
Okay. So, next question. What is the strangest slash... Well, actually, that's the strangest and most difficult things that you've drawn as artists?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think one of the most
difficult.
Yeah, I think one of the most difficult things I've done is the album art that I mentioned earlier. I'm really trying to push my skills with background art more because I really want to get good at that. And as a young artist, like it's definitely difficult to learn these new things. But I'm always trying to push myself to learn more because I want to be really good at all sorts of things. I think the most difficult thing I've completed is in the slideshow. It's with the two ponies with the heart around them. The character on the right was very complex to do, and so that was probably one of the most complex things I've had to complete so far, and that was a commission.
Okay.
I think the most difficult thing to draw for me is just different hair.
Oh my gosh!
Like it I'm fine with like drawing like complete bodies and stuff, but I think the most difficult for me is drawing like the character's hair. Like if somebody paid me a commission and they're drawing their hair, and I'm like, oh my god, how do I draw this?
How do I do?
Okay. Melee,
What?
it's your turn.
Oh, is it?
It is.
I guess.
What was the question again, sir?
The strangest and or most difficult thing you have had to draw to date.
Well, I don't think anything so far, only because I know what I can and can't draw. And if I already know I can't draw it, I'm not gonna attempt to be like, okay, I can try. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do it. Because I know I'm not gonna be able to. I'm a perfectionist. So if I don't get it right, it's not gonna be done for me, and I'm gonna continue to rework it and make sure it looks good. And that's just gonna mess me up in the head when I'm trying to, and I'm gonna lose interest in what I like to do. So I already tend to know what I do in like machinery. I will do minimalistic tanks. I've done just a top hatch of I don't know what it's called, but I've only done a top hatch of a tank once.
I believe
That was
that's actually
hard.
is what it's called.
A hatch or something.
Yeah.
And doing that in and of itself stressed me the hell out. So I was like, all right, I know my limit and I know my line. So if I know I
vehicles are
can't do
hard.
it, then I'm not going to do it.
I know you had a bit of trouble with my face at one point.
Yes, I did. You know what? Yes. I will say to date, your OC's face is one of the most difficult things to get right because, and I appreciate you for this. Like I just said, I'm a perfectionist. You're very picky about it. And I'm just like, I need to get this. I need to get your nose right. But I didn't know how I was going to do it on a front-facing view of your face. So I had to do my best. And I'm like, you know what? I said it to DJ. He was right next to me while I was doing it. I'm like, he's going to get this, and he's going to be happy about it. I'm done. I'm not going to stress myself out. I am not going to die. You're going to be happy about it, and suck it up. And you were. So, happy all around.
Confirm. It's Nameless's nose that was the most difficult thing to draw.
Yay! I am not alone in this freaking factory.
I'm pretty sure you're the only one that's drawn my nose here.
God damn it! I
That's
thought you
funny.
were helping validate my struggle.
I'm just imagining Melee
Supposed to be
at
on a team. Go enjoy your ice cream.
imagining her at her computer at like 3 a.m. trying to get Nameless's art done. Just like, this nose! I can't get the
I
nose
can't.
right! I
You
can't
say
do
that,
it!
but
Can't
this
draw
is
your
true.
nose.
I stayed up till 3, 4 in the fucking morning trying to get his stuff done.
Trying to draw
I
it.
don't know how to draw noses anymore!
That's so funny.
You're laughing, but you weren't there to witness my pain.
No, I get that. I remember one time I stayed up so late just because I couldn't draw it was either the legs or like the actual body. Oh my god, it frustrated me so much.
Like, kill
I feel
me,
it.
please. There you go. You got my 2 cents.
The answer is that your nose is really weird, Nameless. That's
The
weirdest
answer
thing to
is
draw.
you suck, Nameless.
we're calling your nose weird.
He knows his nose.
Just
is
kidding, wood
weird.
boop.
The nose knows.
I was gonna say it. Thank you for saying it.
Gnashie, please.
Gnashie, you get to go next. I'm pretty sure you haven't gone for this one, right?
No. So probably the most difficult thing I've ever drawn out of the things that I could show on the slideshow anyway, is probably the time when a friend of mine, like he was a friend of mine, so I really wanted to go for it. And I managed to get it looking pretty good, and he was happy with it, so yay. But I had to draw basically the pony equivalent of Iron Man.
Oh no.
Oh, God.
yeah.
Oh my god, why would you torture me? I just gave myself an aneurysm.
So yeah, that was fun. It was either that or someone commissioned me to draw their pony in the Helldiver's armor. That was also tough.
Oh, I want that. Can I come you again for that?
Can I cause you more trauma?
Would you like more difficulty, Gnashie? I can pay you for that.
That's
totally
really
get
funny,
that.
actually.
Would you like your wrists to hurt?
Do you
Would you
want
like to be
pain?
able to feel your fingernails?
Can I pay you to be in pain?
Pain keeps you alive.
And that's when
You gotta
Muni
live.
learned what it felt like to get suplexed.
It's not the worst thing you've done to me.
Is that all you got, Gnashie?
My shark pony likes the way he tastes.
Oh no!
Wait a
Oh,
What?
we're just gonna move on from that one. Did you get to go?
Very
What you got
important
here?
Conversation. Wait, hang on. Wait,
What's going on?
What you got?
The question was, what's the hardest and most difficult thing you've ever worked on, right? Right.
Most difficult and or strangest.
Yeah, most difficult and or strangest. Well, the strangest is hard right off the bat because I tend to focus on. I tend to like drawing stuff that's already pretty weird, and hardest. I'm really not sure. Since I'm not sure if it technically difficult in hindsight. It just took a bit of time.
Time is money, in my opinion.
Yeah. Sorry. Well, I guess. Literally, the strangest thing I did was for the one of the images I did for newbie artist training grounds, in which I basically drew out a cosmic horror, basically.
ooh!
That
I want to see
Darren
that.
do had to encounter. Yeah, I'll put that in. I think that's arguably strangest.
I have a cosmic horror
Okay.
as well that I've drawn.
I didn't think I'd need it for the
Ooh!
slide show, since I didn't know this question was going to come up. But yeah, here you go.
Wow.
Okay. And that all you got?
It was yeah.
Thank you.
It was supposed to be based on the Beast from Beyond story that
This is interesting.
Darren supposedly encountered. It was an anecdote from the official Hasbro card game. Oh wow!
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, just got something else in the chat.
Let's see.
That's on the unicorn.
Hmm.
Ooh, I like
Yeah, in terms of the most difficult, I think it would, I guess, have to be learning how to use paint tools or brush tools on Microsoft Paint, since I'm not actually that used to that.
Okay.
Basically, just involved making minor adjustments again and again, just repeatedly.
Did you say you
Which,
use MS Paint?
Again, didn't feel like difficulty, just it felt more like time rather than difficulty at the time, or in hindsight, I'm not sure. But yeah, hopefully that helps.
You were talking about MS Paint, right?
Yeah, I
Oh man.
put off
Ow.
using
Impressive.
that for years, and then only recently only recently gave it a go, and turns out the software designed for imitating paint or different artistic styles is not too bad at doing that. So probably need to put it off in hindsight.
Okay.
Wow.
So, next question. What is your biggest piece of advice for new artists that are just getting started that want to like get their name out there? Things like stuff you would like to have known before you got started? Stuff like that. Let's we'll start with Sunny then.
The one thing that I would give advice is that don't be afraid to interact with the bigger creators, because a lot of them are very nice and very helpful, and they're just awesome. Don't get discouraged. Don't get discouraged by them. Like, I know it's cheesy and everything, and a lot of people say it, but genuinely just do it for because you like doing it. If it's writing or drawing or whatever, do it because you want to do it and you like doing it, not because of the follower count.
Exactly.
Don't be afraid to not be good at it at first.
Exactly.
I know I was not. I'm pretty hard on myself. I still don't think my stuff's all that good, but I know I've improved. But I know I had to start at the bottom, and because I've known how to draw since I was small, but I really didn't get into it until I was like in my mid-teens, and I sucked at it. I started out in MS Paint with bases and a mouse, and it gets easier, but you just gotta keep working at it and not be afraid to suck. Is what I'm gonna say.
I feel like I can
Yeah.
add a little bit to that with it's because this seems to be a unanimously true aspect. You also don't need the fancy, expensive shit yet if you're just
No, you
starting
do
out.
Yeah.
No, you do not, because you won't
Take
know
it
how to work
from-
that fancy, expensive shit when you first
Take
get
it from a person who actually is trying to get the fancy, expensive shit as a small creator. I'm like, oh my god, this is so cool. I want this. And I'm like, I don't really need it. Because, like,
Need it. It's good to have. Speaking as someone who does have a very, very expensive setup, it's nice to have. But
Yeah.
I use my iPad more than I use this. You don't
I use my
need it.
phone.
You don't need it.
I definitely
Yeah,
want
like-
I want a tablet with an actual screen on it, because working with the tablet without a screen on it is cost effective, but it's not as great.
That's
Yeah,
how I
I-
started too. Go for
Yeah,
it.
I've only ever worked with a screenless tablet, and I've just gotten used to being able to work without looking at my hand. But yeah, like even for traditional artists, like you don't need to worry about like going straight for it, like getting like super professional like Bristol paper and like a collection of various pencils. Just if you have a notebook and a pencil, go for it. You can draw.
Exactly.
Yeah, you don't need the
Yeah.
$1,000 pencils.
Darn it! I want a $1,000 pencil.
Me too.
Me too. I just want them.
I've always wanted the Copic markers.
I have Copics. I finally got me some.
Go steal them from me.
And then I immediately was like, why did I get these?
I'm going to steal them.
Because my wallet was hurting.
I do agree with what Sunny said as well, though. A lot of the bigger creators out there are a lot friendlier and a lot more open to talking to new creators than you'd think.
Oh
It's
yeah,
just-
Not me. I
Very
bite.
true.
It's just all about how you approach them.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now, if you do what some artists out there are doing, and a lot of scammers are doing, and you come commissions first, you don't try and smack somebody with your commissions before you even know their name.
Yeah.
Kill your business by
Yeah.
doing that.
And like the hilarious thing about like those like, hey, would you like a commission from me? Like scammer people that probably just generate an AI art piece and throw it back at you. Like those like it's like, have you seen my accounts? If I wanted something, I could draw it myself. I'll come to you if I want something.
You know what?
That's the funniest
yeah.
part about an artist too. If I wanted something so badly, I'll draw it myself, man.
But sometimes
I
I'm
don't
too
need
lazy
your
to draw it myself.
commission.
I mean, to be fair, about half the time being friends with artists is just as easy that way.
It's
True.
true. You can draw anything you want as an artist. Anything.
I'll draw it.
Anything you
send
can
it to you.
imagine. Also, Nameless, can you check podcast chat real quick?
Oh, what's up?
I'm gonna be nosy too, even though my name's not nameless.
That's... Hold on, let me look.
Nameless, you screw up.
Don't blame me, blame Streamlabs.
Who set up
Streamlabs,
Who set
yay.
up Streamlabs?
Streamlabs randomly decides that it doesn't like things, okay?
It doesn't like
Yeah.
me. First it gets my character
Oh,
wrong, and now
no.
my heart is gone. It doesn't like me.
It's like you're not even here, Sonny. Someone
I can't
else.
believe this.
And to give credit where credit is due, it's Fujitech that messed up your character.
Blame the
Yeah,
yeah.
technology,
I just
not the person who set up the technology.
I just went with one that was already set up, okay? So you can't blame me.
Yeah.
So Sunny's the one who set that up.
I didn't set anything up. Oh wait, did I?
Don't take the blame.
I don't know. I don't remember half of this. I haven't done any of that stuff in forever. Oh wait, hold on. I can fix this.
She gonna fix your fuck up, Nameless?
I'm just waiting for her to fix it and then suddenly be way too small for the screen.
Yeah, it's gonna be the smallest little thing ever. It's gonna just be a tiny. It's okay. I'll be a tiny little fella.
It's gonna be very awkwardly.
Oh my god, she got bigger.
Oh!
Did it work? Wait, what happened? What did I do? Oh,
I don't know. Everyone was just making noise.
She's a
making
macro!
noise.
Oh god.
I don't know what everyone was talking.
oh no! What did I do?
What?
I'm big. I'm
I
bigger.
Know what you did.
Wait, hold on. I can fix it. I can fix it. Don't worry.
We're just waiting in suspense for the fix.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, wait.
I didn't even know what happened.
Is it
The
working?
bricks fixed.
There we go. Did it work? Okay, I think I fixed it. I think I did it.
Oh, you got tiny.
I got small. No.
Okay,
First I was big, and
Is
now
anybody
I'm
gonna
tiny.
tell her that Nameless has to fix it on his end?
I'm so sorry, Nameless.
apologize to him.
Okay.
This is hilarious.
I don't even
We're
know what
so
that
far
is.
off the rails right now. What was it? Oh yeah. Sophia. It's your turn.
I definitely say don't be afraid to use references or bases to practice your art style and practice just getting the anatomy right. Or finding a photo, if you're trying to learn how to draw a human, don't be afraid to find a picture of a human online and just find the body parts and the anatomy, just to kind of trace over it and make the shapes to find out how you can draw your humans. I definitely say don't be afraid to do that because you're not using that to exactly trace. You're using that to help you so you can draw it yourself. I definitely say that is a
I
big
100%
piece of
agree.
advice coming from a
Mhm.
new
I will-
artist.
I've based off of things that I've seen on the internet. I would also add that you want to be careful to make sure that your audience understands that you used a base if you're using a base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Using reference material is
absolutely.
different. But
Yeah.
A visual reference is something entirely different. If you're using a base or something, make sure people know about it.
yeah, because
Yeah.
they can get really upset,
It can get
It's-
ugly.
especially if they think you're tracing.
As someone who does a lot of base edits, yeah. Definitely.
How dare you?
How dare
Mooney, did you get to go yet?
I don't think so. I definitely love what Sophia said about using references. I am so guilty of thinking that using references is cheating. I don't use them enough. I'm a little too much of a high horse to use references. I just like want to teach
You
myself
don't need
everything from
directions
scratch.
to look at the map. You already know the directions. I don't need a
Yeah,
map.
I already know the way. Yeah, I've never been there before, but I know how to get there.
I know how to get
Yeah.
there.
Pun intended with the horse.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I agree. Definitely use references. And I've probably told this like a billion times on this podcast out of the 3 times I've been here. But I never thought that I would be an artist someday. I would never think that I would have been on this podcast episode ever, like 3 years ago.
Neither did I.
So I never would have considered myself an artist, but I wanted to give it a shot anyways. And I went into the art field with like absolutely no expectations for myself. And I think that is, for better or worse, one of the best pieces of advice I can give is to set your self expectations really low, because then you can give yourself a lot of grace and a lot of room to make mistakes and grow. And that is the best thing I think that has ever happened to me. I think when you're new to anything, you have to be super patient with yourself. And whether or not you're new at anything, like just be patient with yourself in general. Give yourself grace and time and room to grow and to make mistakes. And it's okay. Like, I think no matter what, in 3 years from now, you're going to look back on your art and you're going to have so many gripes about how terrible it is or whatever, but you're going to be able to see how far you've come. And that's because you have put the work in to be better and to make mistakes
Oh
and
yeah,
to learn and grow.
Mhm.
Yeah. Like,
Let
I look
yourself
back to some
fail
of the.
sometimes.
Exactly. Because that's how
I
you
have
learn.
I have seen far too often some people will like go into like learning a new skill and immediately be like, "Oh, I'm not amazing at it on my first try, so I'm gonna quit." Don't be
Yeah.
that person.
Yeah,
That
I'm
is such
guilty
a
of
bad
that.
mindset to
I am
have.
that
Yeah.
person.
I would say,
Yeah.
though, as somebody who has attempted to learn other artistic skills, make sure you find a way that learning it works for you, because sometimes the way that most people think is the best way doesn't always mean it's the best for you.
Yeah,
That is also very true. Yeah, everybody has their own personal ways of learning.
like I would never suggest my way of doing things to anyone other than myself.
And what is
Yeah.
that, Gnashie?
I need to
Like
know
how
that.
I just go from like bare basic minimum wireframing to line art immediately with no sketch in the middle.
I never save until I'm completely finished.
Dude,
I
God,
me
same.
too.
You're playing with
I
fire
have
there.
that problem because I just get into ADHD flow mode and I just draw, and it doesn't
Yup.
hit me that I never hit
Me?
Control S until like I'm an hour into the work.
See, this
Until
is
I'm completely finished and I'm like, okay, save. Wait, I haven't saved yet? Heart attack?
Oh my god, no, the
For
worst
real.
thing that's happened to me regarding that is that I'm drawing on my phone and then my phone dies right in the middle. I'm drawing and I'm like, no.
Or it just updates in the
See-
middle of it?
Oh.
Right? It's like, oh my god. Or I'll accidentally click on like a notification that's on the top of my phone, and it'll be like, oh, here, you moved 5 steps back, and I'm like, no, please, no.
So close!
See, this is
No,
why,
that's
as a
really-
writer, I very much prefer using Google Docs, because it saves automatically as I'm writing.
Oh my
Nerd.
gosh, yeah.
Google
I
it.
enable autosave on everything that I can. That's another good piece of advice for all artists, not just new artists. Autosave and Control S all the time, often.
Yes.
Autosave
You never
is
know.
a thing?
Yeah, it is for Krita, at least. I use Krita.
I think Clip Studio has like a session restore thing, like if your computer crashes.
Oh, okay, yeah, mine has that.
Yeah, that's helpful too.
I have to get into
Krita did
these
not
things.
save my butt one time when I crashed. I think I lost like 15 minutes of work one time when my computer crashed.
Oh,
Krita did
Aw.
not save me. Yeah.
It makes
Well,
me
you
cry.
Stings a little.
One
And it
thing
was
that
so
I
bad because I was so proud of the work that I put in. Like I nailed like my anatomy so hard. Don't take that out of context. I did it so well the first time, and then it crashed, and I was like, "No, I can't do it again. I can't achieve that level of perfection again." But it was fine.
I feel like
Beautiful
Feather might take
anatomy.
that out of context for you.
I already did.
we have Feather in the chat.
It's already.
It's already there. You put it into the universe.
Feather's already clipping it. I can feel it.
I will also say that it seems to be just a universal problem between writers, video editors, animators, and artists
Programmer.
that the program will crash.
Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
I have-
god.
It's a matter,
man.
Yeah,
not a matter of.
I
if,
have
when.
had
that's for sure.
moments where like I was working on like a really big piece. Like I got commissioned for a 4-character piece once, and I worked off of a laptop because I have no room for a desktop. So like every once in a while, if I'm working on a piece that big, Clip Studio will just have like a moment where it just stops,
No!
and I have a heart attack every time.
Oh.
Like, not today, Jesus, no, please.
Yeah,
I'll be
I hate
good.
that moment of like pause when the program freezes for like a good 5 seconds, and
And
it's
then
like
you
the
see that
longest
little
5
glitch.
seconds of your life. Yeah, it's the worst.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think my BPM shot up so damn fast.
Oh no!
The heart palpitations, man.
EE, your turn.
Oh, me?
Yes, you. You're part of the
Right.
podcast too.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Do you need to be reminded what the question was?
No, I believe it was what advice I'd give to any new artists. Well, if you're making digital art, I highly recommend making backups of any changes you make, because if you're less sure about that change in the future, you'll actually have something to compare it to. It's better than just going backspace or Control Z. Better to have an actual copy to compare the change to. Is that okay?
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Feather
I
got
know,
it.
like, I know that. Feather, no, why? Anyways, I know that I know that Krita at least has an incremental save feature where you can kind of take snapshots of your work as you go along. And I don't use that enough. I think I should look into that more. I think that's a good idea.
Do it.
Yes.
And I'm gonna add a little bit more to the bit that I forget who said it, but somebody said something about approaching bigger creators. I don't know if it's true for artists as much, but when it comes to like if you want to do art stuff with other artists, you may want to like approach them with an idea, because 90% of the time it just turns out better.
Mm-hmm.
Big time.
Yeah.
If you just show up to somebody's doorstep and go, I want a collab, and then just sit there quietly waiting for them to answer, it's
No.
Yeah, I was about to say the answer is generally going to be no, because they don't know what you do, they don't know who you are, they don't know a lot of things. There's probably people here that could get away with the I just want a collab, and then like half the people that they talk to would be like, oh hell yeah. But if you're a new artist, you don't got that reputation yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like if
Yeah.
a stranger walked up to you and said, "Hey, can we get coffee sometime?" Who are you?
Sorry, I don't drink coffee.
Yeah, that feels pretty accurate. I've found that tip also applies to all creator circles.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But next question. So this one I've noticed seems to be. I think I've asked it once or twice now, but what is to you guys the most important thing for art? Is it like the colors, the lining? What in your opinion is the most important part?
Hmm.
Hmm.
To think about that one. My favorite part is personally coloring everything. Seeing all the pretty colors come together.
I can see that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Everything go nice and shiny.
Shiny.
I'm gonna give the deep philosophical answer, and I'm gonna say I think
Ooh,
the
I'm
most
ready for it.
important part of the of the art is the passion and the
Love.
love that you put into it.
Exactly.
The love.
Yeah, the love, the passion that you inject into your art.
Jesus
yeah,
Christ! Any more
I
you windows?
Sorry.
I inject a
Excuse
lot
me.
of passion into my art.
Yes,
I inject
you
so
really,
much love and passion.
you really want that
It's just-
love and passion to penetrate every facet of your art.
Now you're just
Every-
asking Feather to get you.
Ask every
Oh wait, no,
rope.
Feather. Oh, Feather freaking went straight to my
Uh-oh.
server to post that clip.
Oh, don't worry, it's in mine too, and I'm sure it'll be in Twitch Trot.
Why? Oh my gosh. Things are safe.
Lovely.
Bro
Anyway.
got clipped. He
This
got
is my
clipped.
curse. This is my curse. But yeah, I think the most important part is that you love what you do and that you put passion into it, because the best art that I've seen, the best art that I've commissioned for people has come from a place of like passion and love and like a love for their work. Like Safi Pone. She's switching to Safi Moon. I love Safi. Safi is like always super excited to take commissions from me, and she does such a freaking good job with them.
I love her
And
energy.
I'm always super happy to commission her because she puts so much love into her art.
Safi's really cool.
I highly recommend.
She's awesome.
I
She's
like
so
watching
cool.
it come together. The whole.
I
like,
think she was on
piece.
the last artist one. If I
And I
remember
wasn't
correctly.
invited.
Wow.
We gonna
I
have
will.
problems.
Hey, I post them
No.
in a public place that you have
Nope.
access to. Well, technically
Nope.
it's private, but you have access to it. So
I don't accept this.
in fact, everybody probably got pretty irritated with me because there was like 8 pings in the same day.
Yeah, I couldn't miss it if I wanted to.
I ignored those.
I know you did because I had
Well, there's
to
your
chase you
problem.
down on the side. Anyways, since you got you want to call me out and things like that, you get to go next.
Nameless is just getting bullied.
No.
It means
He's
we
getting-
love him.
Exactly. He's being
Mhm.
loved. All right, let's get it right. What was the
Her love
question, sir?
language.
What do you think, in your opinion, is the most important part of like an art piece? Feather, I love you.
Feather.
I-
Me personally, like I feel like that every artist has their thing within their art that they feel like they have to get right in order for it to look right. I'll speak for me personally. For me, I'm not gonna get all deep and philosophical. If I'm able to get my eyes looking right, then I feel like the art's gonna be good, because the eyes are what people normally go to first because they show the emotion, they show the expression. I'm not really art savvy with words and stuff, so yeah. I have to feel like my eyes are looking nice, if that answers the question.
Okay.
Good
Gnashie.
answer.
So before going into the actual art stuff, I do agree that one of if not the most important thing for making art is to have passion, is to have love for it, because you can really tell the difference between someone who's just phoning in a piece versus someone who's making something they really enjoy. But as for like the hard piece, like a piece of actual like within the art, for me personally, is expressions.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Like you can have like a really great piece, but if the expression is off, it'll feel like the entire thing will feel off for me. And that, not to mention, like in like especially in a still medium like art that isn't animated, it's a good expression can really tell a lot about the character just from looking at them in that still image. And so yeah, expressions are something I always try to get down very, very well.
Yeah, I think in a similar vein, one thing that I want to be really good at is like posing and dynamic posing. That's a big deal to me too. I really want to try and emulate like the posing of like old Renaissance paintings, where like it's a still picture, but you can see like the dramatic posing, and you can almost see movement in their expressions and their poses and stuff. That's something I want to get good at. That's something I put a lot of importance on myself, besides the passion.
The way you said that.
Checked all of that passion.
The passion.
The
Does
passion.
anyone else make the expressions while they're drawing the expressions?
Yes.
I do all the time.
I have to.
I try to talk to my friends about it, and they're like, "No." They're even artists, and they're like, "No, not really." And I'm just like, "You don't make the expression while you're trying to draw the expression."
Or like with the pose, like you'll do like if you have like a Pegasus OC, like if I have a Pegasus character, I will like have my arm move in the wing direction or whatever. Like I'll be like
you're flying.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Like, it's funny to look back at my streams where I make art, since I have like an actual VTuber model. Like every so often, you'll see my model make a really funny face because I'm making the face I'm drawing, and the face capture doesn't know how to handle it.
I'm gonna be watching so closely from now on.
I want to watch now.
Very good attention.
Sophia.
I mean, yeah, I guess I'll get sappy just a little bit, is like the passion and just to be proud of what you create, because you created that. Nobody else can really replicate what you create because that was made by you. And you should be proud of what you did, and be proud of what you're going to do, and be proud of the work that you've like done to get there. As for just something like expressions and something special about your art, is to definitely find your style and something that makes your art unique and that can stand out from the rest. Sometimes I know for some people that can be their hair, some people that can be the eyes, some people can be really good at expressions.
For me, it's
but I
fluff,
definitely
apparently.
Yeah.
Bloof.
I definitely think finding something that can make your art just stand out a little bit from the rest of the people can really help you feel like a sense of, this is my art and this is what I'm proud of.
That can also go back to the advice thing for the small creators. Don't get like super discouraged if you can't find your style at first, because like it took me like almost like 5-ish, 7 years to get my style now.
Still trying to find my style, honestly.
Right?
I honestly
Damn.
Still changing it like every year.
Exactly. I change it I change it every single day, just so I'm like, all right, how do I like this? I like how I did this today. Let's see how I can change it up another day. And I like how I'm always switching up my style.
I feel like art styles and writing styles are very similar, where it's technically a fluid thing, but there are still things where like you can look at a piece of art and go, Mooney made that, or Melee made that, or Gnashie made that.
Like, and a lot of it ends up becoming just like muscle memory too of just how you do things. Because like, so I was drawing my Robo Pony yesterday for a piece of merch, and it was so hard not to draw fluffs on every corner.
We love all the floof. It's okay.
Fluff is required.
Floofy. Get the floofy hooves. Get everything.
Everything.
Floofy
Everything.
hooves.
It's an
We love it.
understandable urge.
Gnashie,
have
I don't know
fluff
if you
in every
saw,
single
but
doodle I make.
yes, I made floofy panels for your robot, so now you don't have to resist the
Just shag carpeting on the robot.
yeah, use those babies. It's all good.
Shag carpet on the robot. That is not a sentence I was prepared for.
Exactly. I was not prepared to have those words come out of that mouth.
For
It's
some
kinda-
reason, you made me picture in my head a Roomba going past a character with very long fetlocks, and the Roomba, like, the fetlocks getting stuck in the Roomba.
Oh no!
Oh, ow.
But that's what I pictured. I was
Ow!
I'm all for
Now you
it.
can draw it.
This kind of
You know
makes
what?
me think of the this is on par with the time where I asked the strange art question and got lawnmower ponies.
Oh yeah, the
Lawnmower
lawnmower
ponies.
ponies.
like,
That's
lawnmower ponies? I need some context here.
I need
Yeah.
a story.
Yeah, Safi specializes in lawnmower saunas. So if you ever wanted a lawnmower sauna,
Can I turn my Sona into a lawnmower?
The weird thing is,
Turn your son into
just
whatever
bringing
you
that up
want. I
kind of
need-
reminded me of something else I did that was also weird.
I need
what?
Well, basically, I had an interaction with another creator once called Laravan, who did videos that were calculating different aspects of the equestrian society, like how much money a particular pony has. I put forward the question, is it possible to calculate the total number of ponies in Equestria who mysteriously disappear each night, and they reacted with no witnesses.
none.
So I was inspired to create an artwork in which that creator was behind some disappearances of ponies.
Oh
It was
my.
Agatha all along.
My favorite thing to do regarding that is just draw like the funniest quotes that like me and my friends say or something. It's so funny.
Yay,
I've
murder!
been
wanting to
I
do
made
that.
stickers with that. Hang on.
Yeah, I was about to say Melee's got a few of those.
I got a few of those. Stay
Like the
tuned
most
in the
cursed
podcast chat.
things.
Sorry.
Also, I'm so sorry to bring this up again, but I don't think the artwork is showing. At least mine isn't. I'm so sorry.
It's too beautiful to behold.
It's
for
too
our
beautiful.
audience's
It
protection.
can't.
Yeah.
It can't handle it. The stream can't handle it.
Can't.
I tried fist fighting Streamlabs and it has said no. So,
Streamlabs said no.
Streamlabs has spoken, and I'm not tech savvy enough to make it do what I want it to. So we're just kind of
You
stuck
just
with
do
it
that.
at this point.
It's okay.
My apologies.
No, you're fine. Streamlabs said nope. You don't know who this
Streamlabs is
person is
Streamlabs.
now.
Today.
This isn't the first time it's done it to someone. There was like 3 or 4 other people that, especially when I didn't have like a limit on how many pieces should be sent.
Mhm.
It has an overall file size rather than just an individual file size.
Mhm.
So
Oh my God.
it more than likely one or multiple images were just the file size were big enough that yours got pushed out, I guess. Because I definitely saved some of yours for the slideshows. So.
Streamlabs just doesn't like me. Streamlabs just doesn't like certain people. I see how it is, Streamlabs.
Yeah.
Well, if you guys want to see Sunny's art, be sure to hop into the Discord. She's been sharing a couple of pieces.
Yems, because Streamlabs hates me.
That's okay. Half the time it hates me too.
It hates everyone.
Hey,
It
everybody.
really does.
Everyone.
EE. I don't believe you've gotten
Yes.
to go, so it's your turn.
Right. So the question was,
What do
Well,
you
to affect my-
believe? What do you believe is the most important part of art, of what you do? Be it things like coloring or line art, or I'm running out of art words.
That thing you do with the thing with the thing.
the most important thing. I don't know if it's anything specific. It's more so just the feeling of seeing everything come together in the way you imagined it, and sometimes it's actually seeing the reaction of someone else, like someone you may have made it for, or someone whose OC you've used, or even just making something that someone else likes. It's a bit of a mixture. I'm not sure what the favourite part really is. It depends.
The passion.
Yeah.
We're just not going to let that one die.
Nope.
I do want
It's here
to.
forever now.
The
I
most
do want
important
to-
part
go ahead.
of art is the layers. Okay.
I do want to add a bit of insight as well to something somebody else said. I at this point it's just all running together, so I don't know which one of you said it. But being proud of your art, you also need to be able to take and listen to criticism. Not all criticism is going to necessarily be right, but that doesn't mean that it's bad criticism. Everything
Yeah.
that is anything that is more than just it sucks can give you information on what you could do better if you're trying to appeal to an audience. If you're just doing it for you, then that doesn't matter. But if you're trying to appeal to an audience, if somebody says, hey, you could do this a little better, if it seems like something that you both want to do or think would work with your art style, then I would recommend, trying it out. And if it doesn't work, you just go back to what you were doing before.
Yeah.
But as somebody who straddles different creator spheres, as many of the fellow creators here do as well, with criticism, you do need to be able to take and internalize a lot of criticism without it letting it tear you down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that affects a lot of smaller creators and smaller artists in the community, and especially if people give their criticism unprompted. That's another going back on the advice thing. I'm so sorry again.
Well, it's the internet. All of the criticism, for the most part, is going to be unprompted.
Yeah.
True.
Don't let unprompted criticism, if you're not asking for it or whatever, don't let that discourage you either.
Also, don't be that person that bites the person for it. Just because you got unprompted criticism doesn't mean you have to attack them for it. I've seen that happen quite
I
often.
see way too many times.
The best response is politely acknowledge and then ignore anything that comes after if they're being just nasty about it. But you don't need to be the person that's like, oh, I didn't ask for your criticism, and then just be nasty about it, because that's just going to run off potential customers, because more than likely, everybody's going to find out about it one way or another because the internet is not a private place. And
definitely not.
Yeah.
It's not.
nobody's necessarily going to want to deal with you if everybody that they know is going, oh yeah, this person was an asshole. I tried to give them constructive criticism and they told me they didn't want it because they didn't ask for it.
That stuff spreads like wildfire.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, criticism
There's
is
a nice way to go about like. Sorry, nameless.
You're fine.
I think like there's a nice way to go about like turning down criticism unprompted. Because I've had to deal with this before. Gosh, as a musician, it's a very competitive space, and I've gotten some unprompted criticism that's rude me, and so I've had to be like, okay, like maybe could we word this differently, or like maybe just I don't want criticism right now. Like I appreciate it, but I'm not looking for this right now. There's definitely a way. If it hurts your feelings, or like if you're not looking for it, there's absolutely a good way to go about that without coming across as a jerk.
Yeah, without having to be like, "Oh, you're an asshole." Meh, 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 meh. Thank you. I don't want your criticism.
or writing or creating an entire passive aggressive video on why the comics are not canon. I'm totally not singling myself out on that one.
Oh my god.
That was totally not brought on because a commenter got into a fight in the comments with me. I'm totally not bad at taking my own advice. But yeah,
See this video.
honestly, at the end of the day, if you can't get them to at least elaborate, the best thing you could do if they're just not giving you anything constructive or useful in any way is just ignore them.
Mhm.
Sometimes it's just better that way.
That's
Don't get
pretty
into
much what
fist
you
fights in the
can-
comments.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty much what you can do with a lot of like issues that pop up. Just kind of just like move on from them. Try not to interact.
There's nothing wrong with saying nothing if there's nothing to be said.
But I want to fight.
Yep.
Exactly. No melee. We don't fight.
Me and Melee
Please
woke up
not
and chose
do that.
violence this morning.
But I choose violence every day. It just takes the
Give us some
right
boxing
person
gloves.
to
Me and Melee
activate
will go
my.
into the
my
ring.
it just takes the
Yay,
right person
violence.
to activate my rage.
Okay, so I'm never gonna give melee criticism ever. Noted.
Never. Don't you
Never
dare.
cross melee.
But yeah, criticism is definitely a thing that I notice a lot of new creators struggle with. They'll get that one person that'll be like, "Oh, I don't like this," and then explain in excruciating detail what they don't like about it, and then it melts the creator like they just sat in a vat of acid. So yeah, don't let that get to you. If anything,
Yeah.
if anything, if it's beyond just that initial this sucks, it'll give you something to think about. You just got to know what to do with it.
I just recently received criticism like a week or two ago, about my artwork. Granted, it was from my friend, so they literally went, "Okay, that sucks. You need to change it." I don't really care. They were joking, so
That's
I
great.
was like, "Well, rude, but okay. What do you want me to change about it?" And then they showed me, and they're like, and then it helped my art a lot.
Heck yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Granted,
Friends
don't
don't do
say to
that.
someone that sucks. You need to change it. That is only because that was from a friend, like
Exactly,
a really
only-
close friend that I consider a
Only
sister.
friends
So
do that.
we bully each other.
I feel like even though like friends know when they can go, like how far they can go with it without hurting anybody. So
Yes.
Yeah.
Know your
Mhm.
friend. That's the kind of jokes that we do all the time with each other. So
Yeah.
know your friend.
but yeah, getting to a point where you can like listen to the constructive criticism, take out what you need to, and then ignore all the rest is definitely a skill that can be learned.
Absolutely. Yeah, it
I
never
don't
hurts to take
wanna-
criticism and to learn. Well, you have to, Melee. It's how you learn and grow.
I don't want to grow. I'm already short.
I'm already tiny.
Do you want to? Okay. Do you not want to be taller?
You can't make
God
me.
damn it, Melee. Give me just a second, guys. We're gonna put a bit of a pause on this so I can run to the bathroom, because that laugh just... Yeah, I need to use the restroom real quick. I've been drinking way too much water.
As I said
Piss
before,
yourself?
as I said before to Muni, go piss, girl.
No.
Go piss, girl.
Piss girl.
Go
Take
piss,
a
girl.
piss, bitch. All right, let's talk mad shit about Nameless. Have you seen his nose? It's so long.
It's so freaking square.
It's so not right. Okay, I finished drawing the thing I said I was going to draw for you. You're welcome.
Let's go. I have to.
What?
I'm gonna draw stuff. I just haven't. I'm
I just
focused.
did it quick.
I'm focused on yapping.
Ice Crystal in the podcast text chat. Oh my gosh. You gave him crippling diarrhea. How could you?
What?
Oh my.
Huh?
I see,
didn't think it
a
was
lot
that
of
much water.
see, pun intended. A lot of shit has to go wrong before I give someone diarrhea.
Unintended.
Unintended.
Man, he made a mistake leaving us unattended.
I think he knew exactly what he was doing. We're gonna ruin this stream. Let's get him
Alright,
demonetized.
guys, let's
Get him
start
banned.
growling like gremlins. It's gonna happen.
All I come back to is Ernie saying growling like gremlins. What the hell's going on?
This.
You made a
Well, I
mistake
didn't
leaving
expect you
us
to be back so
alone.
soon.
Hi.
We were totally not being gremlins and being completely normal and sane.
I wasn't.
You weren't supposed
I-
to piss
what's
so
there-
fast.
Sanity.
There are 4 people that I do not believe that with.
I wasn't.
I don't know,
Anyways.
dude, I have a halo above my head.
No, that looks like just a random strand of hair, okay?
Oh, that's funny.
Anyways. Next question I think that we can explore a bit is, so I know it seems like the majority of you do commissions. Am I wrong about that, or?
You were 100%
Nah.
wrong.
Commissions. We love drawing stuff for people for money.
We love
Making
money.
money.
That's how you gotta rephrase
love
that.
money.
We love money.
I personally have a weird relationship with commissions because I already have a full-time job on the side. So it's not like commissions are like my lifeblood or whatever. I'm really weird about taking commissions because the last one I did, I just took so long on and I felt so bad. And I was like, I don't know if I want to keep doing this, but I should.
I mean, I've had artists take 2 to 3 years, one of which was because he was avoiding me because he couldn't do the background. So I have noticed that some of them will decide to do things like apology pieces where they'll do a random art piece for you because, you know, they strung you along for a while. So
Definitely.
And here I am
think that's-
feeling terrible because I have like 3 or 4 commissions on my list I haven't started working on yet because I'm in Everfree crunch time and it's only been like a month.
see,
Oh,
Well,
the longest I've been strung along by a like artist for like a commission was 3 years, and
Oh my God.
Again, it was because of the fact that they could not do the background. Like they finally came to me and was like, "Yeah, I'm sorry. I was avoiding this because they were trying to do like a tavern background."
Oh.
Actually, Nameless,
Oh.
be real with me. Are you sure it was the background or was it your nose?
It was his nose. It was
So
Nameless's
it
nose.
was it was actually
nose.
different
Nose.
characters.
No, it was your nose.
Is this just going to be like the de facto Something was difficult with Nameless. It was his nose.
Yes.
Yes.
This
I
is
see.
the
Boys, never
staple
gonna
joke
accept
now.
commissions from Nameless again.
He knows.
I love it. I love it.
But
I just love the idea of an artist like coming to Nameless after 3 years and lying through their teeth that they couldn't just do the background right, but in reality it was his nose the entire
I
time.
couldn't do your nose, man.
I can't draw your nose, dude.
Your
I
shot
had the
is
background
too
done a month
wide.
after you commissioned me. I've been working on your nose for 3 years. I just can't.
I finished the background, but your nose.
Bringing back so much drama.
Your nose, man. It's beautiful to draw. It took me 2 years to draw.
speaking of my nose, Melee, did you ever finish that badge?
No, because of your fucking nose.
Because your nose,
Doesn't look good.
We're never gonna
Actually,
you
let me
live
bring
down,
it up. Let me
Nameless.
bring it up right now to make
Why
sure
did
that it
you-
was your nose.
I just
'cause
saw
I'm
a
like,
clip being posted.
Oh no,
Where are you?
Feather.
Feather got us
It's in
again.
Here. That means we're getting a lot of clips.
Oh,
Feather got us again.
yes, it was your
Blink
fucking
diarrhea.
nose.
And I
Everything is
appreciate him
lined.
for it.
Everything is lined. Everything is finished except your face because your nose is giving me a headache. I have confirmed this.
I mean, that was before I got the
I don't
ref
care.
sheet. I have a ref sheet now. Doesn't that make it better?
No,
Your nose is so hard to draw.
your nose is still difficult.
You need a ref sheet just for your nose.
You're just gonna have to trace it at this
We
point.
need it at different angles.
Actually, that is one of the things that was specifically put on the ref sheet because 3 different people have told me that my nose was a pain to draw.
So it's,
Wow.
see,
I'm gonna have
it
to
is
see for
not
myself.
just me.
We are just bullying Nameless for his nose.
It's not bullying if it's true.
It's not
It's okay,
bullying
people
if it's
vote for my
true.
nose, that's true. Okay, what? This podcast is cursed. I love it.
It's full of
the best
gremlins. We're
podcast.
all the gremlin energy artists.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
the next
Yeah.
episode needs to be entirely about Nameless's nose.
Yeah.
We fix it.
We need just, like, a separate podcast.
Nose.
A whole
And
separate
Eloquent
podcast just
discusses
for his nose.
My nose.
Creator Roundup. Discussion. Nose.
Nameless's nose.
I don't even think Nameless asked the question yet. I think the funniest part about this entire bit is that Nameless didn't even ask the question yet. All he asked was, does anyone do commissions?
So about commissions, this guy's nose though.
Oh, this is the best podcast.
Oh my god.
Oh,
There's tears in my eyes.
I can't breathe. My stomach is gone.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Help, DJ.
The great original question.
Help me.
Give me a second. I need to breathe.
What time zone are you in? I thought I was the one who's drunk with tiredness.
Oh my gosh.
It's only 7 p.m. It's only 7:45 p.m. for me.
It's only
Right.
10:43.
Oh. Okay.
You live?
Stop it. You keep getting me started again.
My voice that lovely to you?
Oh gosh.
Nameless is just on the floor laughing right now, dude.
I'm almost
We
there
killed
with him.
the host.
I will not be
We killed the
censored here.
host.
This is my stream now, motherfucker.
Somebody put in the Twitch chat, can't wait for an Alicorn discusses my revenge plan.
I'm going to make everybody's noses the same as mine.
That way you're all difficult to draw.
You can never draw each other ever again. Who's laughing now?
Killing me. I can hear him barely breathing.
Oh man.
Alright, Nameless, I'm done. I'm done. No, I'm not. More will come later, but I'm done for now.
Oh, I can't see.
Blinded him.
Oh.
Yeah, this
I
is why
need to go to
Nameless
the
keeps me
bathroom and
around. I'm like, this is why he keeps me around.
This girl.
Oh, I'm so glad
What'd you say? You keep me around for other reasons.
Ooh.
Oh man.
Apparently,
I love the
he said I'm
chaotic
hilarious.
energy.
Oh, I was not ready for that.
I'm not funny. I'm just me.
So commissions.
Back to the original question. Back to the question.
Alright, I'm done. I'm done. I promise.
Okay.
Keep laughing.
Commissions.
Okay. Oh, I be honest, I needed that. Oh. Anyways, I think what we'll do for the commission question is good practices on both sides, good and bad practices, in y'all's opinions, and we'll start with EE.
Sorry, what was that again?
Good and bad practices for both commissioners and commissionees.
Oh God.
In your opinion.
So I have to give 4 different responses?
Give
Not-
whatever response you deem necessary.
Yeah.
You want to tell me the
Right.
sky is purple? I accept it.
A good practice of someone. Yeah, this is probably a bad time to have to think.
That's that. I feel so sorry for you.
It's
Do you need some
almost
time
4
to
o'clock.
think about it?
Sorry about this.
We'll let somebody else go, and you can think about your answer. How about that?
Yeah, thank you.
It's a good question. It's
Mooney.
a good answer. So yeah.
I haven't taken a lot of commissions. I've taken maybe like 3. But I can definitely tell you what I've appreciated a lot from people that have commissioned me. It's patience. I really appreciate commissioners that are very flexible and very patient with you, very supportive of your work. Yeah, I think that's the most I can say. Definitely, as a commissioner, your attitude will help a lot in the process, I think. As a commissioner, I personally believe in being very flexible, being very encouraging. I also tip a lot, so that may or may not help. But yeah, that's the best answer I can give right now.
Okay. Melee,
What?
it's your turn to answer the question.
Bad practices. I don't know if I have any good ones.
But both bad and good. In your opinion, some good and bad practices for commissioners and commissionees.
I have an idea for bad practices.
Go for it. I think
I
about
got
this.
you, Finn. I think one of the most important things as a commissioner, or no, not commissioner, as the person, as the artist, I think communication is super important to your commissioner. I think you want to give as many updates as you can. That's what I try to do. I try to give as many updates as I can. Like after every sketch, after any time I work on the art, I want to send work in progresses to my commissioner to just keep in contact with them and be like, hey, like, do you like this? Do you want anything changed? I think communication is always super important in anything.
Mhm.
Yeah, definitely.
Can I
agree
add
with that
something?
one.
Can I add something onto that?
No.
Absolutely. No, Gnashie.
This might just be a me thing, but I will keep commissioners updated on any little thing, not just like progress, but like, oh hey, something's going to make their commission take longer. Like for example, me grinding out stuff forever free, or like when I got COVID a month ago, like I will make sure every single one of my commissioners knows what's going on at all times, so they will expect a delay if a delay happens.
This is true. I've commissioned Gnashie, and she's like #1 great example of communication to me.
Yeah, as somebody
Aw.
who generally has to do the paying of the artist, it is the most frustrating thing where you're trying to get a design of a character cemented in like visual styles, and
Mhm.
you tell them what you want, and you tell them that you not entirely like sold on the full design, but like you're trying to get it out onto an artistic medium, and rather than talking to you about it, all of a sudden they just vomit out a finished art piece. It's just like, but like, no,
Yeah.
this isn't what I want. But
Yikes.
if you're like me, you then feel bad because they put all the effort in to finish the art piece, and you're just like, but I can't just like tell them to go redo the thing that like will fundamentally change the entire piece.
Yeah, I feel
Mhm.
that because like I am extremely particular about making sure Mooney, my OC's blind eye, is on the correct side. And like I feel bad just for asking them to swap the colors of the eyes around. I would never be able to ask like something like if like someone like gave me a fully finished piece, I would never be able to ask for like a bigger correction.
Yeah, and
Absolutely.
for me, I've got a character that I've been trying to get good art of for the longest time, and it's just like the most awkward thing when they hand you a completely finished piece, and they're like, "Here you go," and you're just like looking at it like, but like all of the proportions are off, everything. It's just like no. So you just kind of like grin and wave as you walk away, and just stick it in a folder, never to see the light of day again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm good to go now.
Go ahead, E.
Go for it.
I'd say good practice for commissionees is to have a clear idea of what you want and to give all necessary information.
Yeah, that item.
That's hard to think of. I haven't really done very much commissions myself, so I wasn't sure how much to comment on that.
I would. I'm actually going to add on a bit to yours, EE. Also, for the artists, like you might want to like actually, because I've run into a few artists that barely communicated. You would tell them what you want, they'd say okay, and next thing you know, you have a finished art piece. Communicating with like your commissioners, I can never remember which one's which. Communicating.
Commissioner is the one giving the money. Commissionee is the one taking it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Communicating with your commissioner, like, is the best way to find out everything you need to know about a character.
Mm-hmm.
I've talked to a few artists that don't do that, and while they are incredibly talented artists, it just kind of feels like they aren't going to get the character.
Yeah.
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 I can definitely attest that the biggest source of frustration I've seen, like just from talking to friends, the biggest source of frustration from commissioners is oftentimes a lack of communication. If the artist is not communicating with their clients, that all too often frustrates those clients a lot.
I'm actually waiting on a commission that I think commissioned last year, not gonna lie. And the artist is just not responding to me at all.
Ugh.
Yeah, see?
But
Yeah.
they gave me I got 2 commissions from them. And they gave me one of them, but I'm waiting on the second one, and they've just been MIA, and I have not even seen them post or anything like that.
Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah, like you don't gotta put your like personal life out there, but if you have like a family emergency saying something like, "Oh, something's come up, I'm not gonna be able to work on the thing for estimated X amount of time," don't give like hard dates. Hard dates are a good way to get you kind of reamed
In
by.
trouble, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
But
So I'm kind of like it. Also gives like the commissioner being in a stuck situation, because some of the artists that don't communicate, they're not scammers or anything, and the commissioner is kind of stuck in a situation where, do I get my money back for this? What should I do? This artist is not talking to me at all. They haven't been online at all. Yeah, because that's the situation that I personally am in right now, and I have no idea what to do about it.
yeah, for every commissioner, paying for a commission is a gamble because of the way the internet is nowadays. So, like, making that process as transparent and easy for both of you as possible is probably one of the best things you could do.
Mhm.
And I know some people don't particularly enjoy voice chats, but sometimes that's one of the best ways to make sure everybody understands what's going on.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
So
I really do need to finish up now. So, yeah, it was nice to join.
okie doke.
It's
We
good to
will.
see you.
It's
We
good
will
meeting you.
be.
Okay.
Yeah. Good
Thank you very
meeting
much.
you.
You have a nice evening.
You too. Thank you.
Yep. Sophia.
I've only held the commissions open once when I was raising money for a trip I needed to go on. So I only really did simple things, like lineless drawings that like had no face, just icons pretty much. But I definitely say communication, like everyone else is saying, is a big part of doing commissions and being the commissioner. And oh my gosh, I can't even think of which one is the which, but it's fine. I'm tired.
Commissioner's the one paying.
Yeah. As for someone who has bought lots of commissions recently, I definitely think at least knowing the artist just a little bit, whether you've seen them post online about commissions, whether you've seen them just around or you've heard about them, is definitely a good way to go if you're trying to commission someone first, because you don't want to take that gamble. Just in case, like, don't, like, to get your name out there, it's hard. It's like a very weird business, but I definitely think if you want to play it safe, definitely go to somebody that you have seen can be trustworthy. That's what I usually do.
It's also worth checking with some of the other people in their creator space too. I've found I do that with plush creators all the time, where I ask other creators if they've heard about them. There's some that are pretty infamous in the plush creation community for poor quality or poor customer relations and things like that. So finding out from other people what their experience with that person would also help with the figuring out more about them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's when I bought like a whole bunch of commissions like 2 months ago or something like that. One what I did was went to a lot of my friends who I knew had commissions open, and I just went, "Hey, are your commissions open? I would love to commission you." And if I couldn't find the commission sheet, or when I found the commission sheet, I was just like, "Hey, I'd like to take you up on a commission. Like, what are your prices? And like, could you do this?"
I see.
But that's what I usually do.
Gnashie, did you get to go?
I've more just been chiming in. But I've really actually mostly just said my piece from that. Like, I do sincerely think like the best practices are communication, just all the way down. Let everyone know, like, what's happening. Like, even before someone even pays me, I always like if I have a longer queue, I'll always go like, yeah, I have this many people ahead of you. It'll probably be a while before you get your piece back, just to warn people, because I know there are some certain types of impatient people who will go like, "Oh, they took longer than 2 weeks to get my art back for me. They're horrible," and will make a big fuss out of it. So I always make sure to say like, "Oh yeah, it'll probably be a while before I get to you." So
Yeah. Especially on like
Yeah.
the blah, 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 English, okay? It also depends on what type of art piece you are getting. So like for example, I have my commissions open and I have one commission. This person bought 2 pieces. One of the pieces is a fully shaded background, wall the 9 special, you know. And I was like, this might take me a bit because those ones take a lot of work.
mhm.
And then they ordered like this one, a like stupid little goofy sketch, and I'm like, that'll take me like a week because my schedule is busy.
Understandable. Melee, did you have anything to? Did you have enough time to think?
I had enough time and I came up with nothing else. Said what I was essentially gonna spill out. So there we go.
Essentially, Melee does not think.
I don't think. I let people
No
think
thoughts.
and
No
I go,
thoughts, head empty.
No thoughts head empty.
So I actually
ahead,
I do have a couple of things. I don't know how. I know for the longest time it was an infamous thing amongst influencers and creators, the pay by exposure.
Oh.
God.
I love the audible groan. It's fantastic.
As somebody who has paid many artists, don't do that. Just don't do that. It is okay if you do work for work swaps. Like I am supposed to be doing something with Ignis where he's going to do a piece for me, and I am going to do some writing for him. And the idea behind that is like they're still getting something of value from you. However, I will also warn, because I've seen this happen before, don't shove a piece of art that you did for them in their face and expect something back for it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There
And
has to be agreement.
it also
Don't be that person.
try to match the amount of effort that person is going to be putting into the thing for you. Like don't if they give you a full background color piece with all of the care put into it, don't give them half a sketch, because I've also seen that happen to artists before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that with the way the economy is nowadays, with so many creators around, we could start doing more of that work for work type thing, because there are plenty of creators out there that can't do certain mediums, and others that can do the medium that they want their thing in, but they want it in somebody else's style. So, start doing that more.
There's one thing that here's one thing that you just actually got reminded me of. A commissioner shouldn't ask an artist could you draw this, but in this person's style for me?
Oh, yeah.
Go find this person and ask them to do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
style.
if you don't like my style, why are you commissioning me?
Yeah.
Also, that's
Oh,
just
wait.
really hard to do.
I hate it when people do that because my theory on that is that if somebody has cheaper prices, they'll ask that, and I'm just like, just go ask them because my style is not like theirs.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like. You're not gonna find somebody like me going to Mooney saying, "Please draw it like Baron Angle does." If anybody actually knows who that is,
Yep.
that
Hell no.
Mooney's art style is much more simplistic.
Yeah.
Don't be, because Baron Angle, some of his pieces, especially the color ones, easily in the thousands. But he's also a professional illustrator, from what I've been told. So don't put that on an artist. Don't be that person. They have their own art style. It's like coming to a writer like me and telling me that you want me to write you something, but like how Tolkien would write it. I'm not Tolkien.
Like Stephen King or something.
Yeah, equally is not my style.
I mean, I'll gladly charge like 10,000 times the price.
I'll gladly take the money, though. Like, give me the
if you want to
money.
pay me to do that, then sure, it's just gonna be a little bit extra.
It might be just the same price, you know.
Do it.
one of those that you're gonna match the price that it's worth from his point of view.
Yeah, and then double it because I have to learn the style too.
PayPal me.
If they want to
4,000
save
USD.
money, they're not gonna.
Okay. I think now is a good time to get into the audience questions because we actually have some.
Wow! No questions.
Yeah.
Let's see. First question is from Ice. What is your art program of choice?
Ibis Paint on my phone. Ibis Paint. I love it.
Same.
I want to get into Procreate too, but I don't know how any of it works. So Ibis is my go-to girly for that. I love Ibis.
Okay. Who's next?
Mine is Clip Studio Paint. It's all I've used because my tablet actually came with a free license with it for it. But
Lucky.
I've gotten super used to it. It's just really, really nice.
Sophia.
My program. Oh, go ahead.
No, you already.
Go ahead, Sophia.
Duke it
I'm
out.
with Sunny. I use Ibis Paints. Very easy. It's free. And you'll get a lot of brushes if you just watch like an ad. But pretty easy to use. Has
A lot of
great brushes
features.
to choose from, and just all in all works really well. And it works well with what the style I go for and what I do.
Mm-hmm.
So I just really like it.
It's also Apple Pen compatible. Thank you. My brain farted for a second, and I have an Apple Pencil
Gross.
with my tablet. So, excuse me.
And pineapple apple pen.
Pen pineapple apple pen.
Okay, Mooney, now you can go.
Okay, my program of choice is Krita. It's also free on desktop and it's open source. And as a supporter of open source software and a open source software developer myself, I definitely believe in supporting them. And it's also an outstanding program for being free and ad free as well.
Now your brain farted.
Yes.
All the
Stinky.
farts.
Stinky
gosh.
fart brain.
Please.
Are you calling him names now?
It's okay. I just need to
That's a
iron
good
out the
one.
wrinkles in my brain. Smooth brain.
Daddy soft.
Absolutely zero wrinkles.
That gives me an idea to draw for money. I'm gonna.
Oh my gosh.
Do it.
Do for our art trade.
Yes.
Melee, your turn.
What? I use Paint Tool Sai. I had to pay for that,
Ooh.
but I was able. Well, DJ was able to get it on a few more devices with what we paid for. So it's a one-time purchasing license, so you can put it on any kind of computer. I have Clip Studio Paint. I have Paint. I have Photoshop. I have a lot of other drawing software that I could be using, but I refuse to on principle because I don't like change. So I don't know why I bought them. But actually, no, there's no but in this. I use Sai. I have other stuff I could use. I don't use it.
Okay. Next question is from Featherfoot. What gives you the inspiration for art concepts?
Weed.
Okay.
Music. I'm very influenced by music.
You know what? I will add to that too. And music.
Yeah, like Sunny, yeah, I'm very influenced by music. The M stands for music in my name. It is my everything.
Musical
one and
unicorn,
only.
unicorn.
Yes.
For me, I don't really have like one source of inspiration. I will either I'll get inspired by like games I'm playing, music I'm listening to, or sometimes I'll just be like at the grocery store just walking, and then all of a sudden an idea will just pop in my head that has nothing to do with what I'm currently doing, and it's just like I want to draw that. So
Or like
Yeah.
the. Sorry.
I am very ADHD brain, so my brain tends to wander all over the place on its own.
Or like the 3 a.m. Like you sit up and you're like, I want to draw for 3 hours.
Yes.
Oh
Like,
boy, 3 a.m.
Yes, or like
God damn it.
I have literally she's actually in the slideshow right now. I have actually designed a pony just because I saw her in a dream once, and I'm like, all right, time to draw.
No,
gosh, that's so
me.
cool.
I did the same thing. I
I
just
love
I
that.
immediately woke up and I
I-
was like, oh my god, purple pony with purple hair. Huh. Like,
I think it's so cool when ideas come in dreams like that to people. I think that's the coolest thing. For me, it's music, and also like sometimes my dumbest concepts just come from like inside jokes with friends. I have a whole list of like art that I want drawn or that I want to draw, and it's just a bunch of like stupid inside jokes. And like half of them are like jokes from probably like more than 2 months ago, and I have no idea what the context is at all. Like one of them is just Muni with pants on his head. I don't remember the context, but I'm getting it
Beautiful.
drawn now.
I'm doing it. It's in my brain. I have to
Bet I can send you the list too.
we need to just all like put in a list of like random things that we remember to draw and we'll all just draw them for each other.
Yes. Oh my god.
Yes.
We
Sophia?
can have our own art fight.
For me, I think it's my friends and just like you said, it's just what my gosh, what do you call it? Inside jokes. I think that's where a lot of the funny. I remember drawing a piece of one of my friends running away from the other one, and it was just the captions, "I'm gonna kill you, Stella." And just the other pony just running away while the other pony angry stomping after them or running after them. I think also me and my friends, like I said, D&D campaigns, like just random stuff that happens, whether it's funny or dead depressing. That is my goal. It is either funny or dead depressing what I like to draw.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, speaking of dead depressing, vent art is wow. Yeah. Vent art is sometimes my emotions are a very heavy inspiration for art sometimes.
My
Oh,
emotions
yeah.
have
too.
emotions.
Mm-hmm.
We love drawing our emotions out.
Yeah. Vent art
It's
is
healthy.
great.
Like, if you think about it, it's kind of healthy to do that.
It's your own little therapy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like when people write stuff down in a journal, you draw it out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time, my stuff isn't safe for work to show though. So
Well,
That's-
send it to me in DMs then.
All right, Muni, I know what I'm doing tonight.
Whoa, hey. Awooga!
all of my emotions
Awooga!
through interpreted art.
You did not just say awooga unironically.
Listen,
Awooga.
I'm speaking
One of
matches
my
up, so
OCs,
I know
I'm
what
used
I'm
to
in
it.
for.
Okay. And I think the last question from tonight will be from Procelion. I don't know why I pronounced that so hard. Procelion asks, how do you think drawing ponies compares to drawing other character types, i.e. humans, robots, and I'm going to add furries because, it's one of the major things that I see pony artists branching out to.
Anatomy is hard.
Oh my god.
Feet are hard.
Yeah.
Hands are
Uh,
hard.
I've been trying to. I've been slowly learning how to draw anthro. Like, it is humans hard.
Hard.
Like,
I can't
like
do the
whereas
faces.
a regular pony sketch, like going from like blank page to line art, probably like for a single character would be like 45 minutes to an hour, depending. Going from blank page to finished line art with an anthro character still literally takes me like 4 to 5 hours.
Oof.
Dude,
There.
I try to sketch out the hardest thing for me to draw is the human faces. And I try to draw myself like my real life person. And dude, I would get so mad. I can't draw the face. Like, I can't draw the face shape, and I'm just like, oh my god, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be one of the
Yeah.
worst things to do.
For me, it's like I almost need an entirely separate style to draw something other than pony. Like,
Right?
I drew like a mermaid the other day on stream, and it was like I had to learn everything from scratch again. That's what it felt like, because it's just so different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do. I'm trying to branch out into more furry anthro stuff, and it feels like I've gone back to 2015 when I started in MS Paint, and I'm like, I don't know how to do this. I cry. What are feet?
What are feetses?
Ew.
I literally just draw triangles. Triangles. I literally just do that. I draw the freaking
gonna get some tips
stereotypical
from you, yes.
shoes.
No, I'm gonna get some tips for triangles.
Triangles, just triangles. I literally just do triangles. Or I
Alright,
don't
no.
draw the feet at all. They just float.
I will try this, and I will come back to haunt you if it doesn't work. That's how this works.
But yeah, my
Don't
hands are
try
just
all the
nubs.
triangles. Yeah.
I took the
Squares.
Adventure Time approach on my hands.
For me,
I mean, that
I'm
would-
getting better at human. Oh, sorry.
I was just going to comment that would fit with Mooney's art style anyways.
Yeah, it works. It definitely works.
What were you saying, Sophia?
I was saying, like, for me, I am getting better at humans because I've just been practicing a lot since I've recently made a lot of human OCs as of recent, and I've just been wanting art of them. So I'm just like, let me try to draw it myself. But humans are hard. I have not really tried to branch out to like anything else really. I want to branch out more in my artwork, but so far, really, what I only do is pony and humans, and even then, ponies can be just either really easy for me or my living hell. And one of my friends, you know what? I'll call her out because her OC is so hard, and I refuse to draw her. Maya Wolf. I don't know if you guys know her, but
In there.
she knows that I refuse to draw her.
Name drop her. Hang on.
Nah, I need
all
to
of
see
them
this
are-
OC. That's
Okay.
that.
Yeah, now I want to see now.
I need to see the OC.
Try and draw the OC challenge.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
One
I,
thing that
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say one thing that I've been doing to make it easier on me for drawing like anthros is, since I'm still sticking to anthro ponies for now, just because I'm ADHD and ponies are just what I happen to like. But I've been doing like the some people call it satyr style, like where like they still have like the lower half of like style legs of whatever animal they are. That's been helping, so I don't have to learn how to draw human legs at the same time of human everything else. I can take it in steps.
Oh, my nose is runny.
How dare it tell it to stop running? It's bad for you.
It needs
Exercise
to
sucks.
stop.
I have also noticed if you want something that is not pony and or not cute, that it is very difficult to find artists that can do that. Is everybody has the cute art style.
Cute little
It's
pony,
understandable.
little fat little ponies. Just cute little wobbly ponies.
But anyways, that'll be it for tonight. For those of you that may or may not still be watching, if you enjoyed that and would like to see more of it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, follow on Twitch, all that good stuff. Be sure to check out all the links in the description. I have links for all of the lovely peoples that have been on tonight, as well as my own links for my Discord, Patreon, all that good stuff. Big thank you to my Priest tier patrons, Cameo Shadowness, Ice Crystal, and Scarmix. I will be live again maybe later tonight. If not, definitely will be tomorrow for Lost Memories Second Chances, as well as Sunday for Heart of Darkness. Other than that, we will be probably doing a few random streams throughout the week, and then pick back up with the regular schedule with Thursday's Indie Horror Game Showcase. Other than that, everybody have a great evening, and don't forget to drink water.
Thank you
Hydrate
for
or
coming to my
nitrate.
stream.
I love the water. I drink water all the time. Yay!
Yes.